beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverly and it is so lovely to see you today. In today's video we're going to be doing 2 spells for Disability Pride Month. So grab that cup of tea, let's get to it. So join me today as we create a sigil for Disability Pride. Here I am, just about to light a candle. I love to set the mood. If you're not able to have a candle, you can get spray oils or perfumes that you can set the scene with and spray around. But I love to set the scene. So today's sigil is going to be based on the phrase "I have Disability Pride," which just felt perfect to me. So I'm just writing out the meaning of it. And this is a worksheet that I got from Magical Crafting. I'll leave a link to their YouTube channel and Etsy store and Patreon and everything down below. So once you've written out your intention, then you want to take all the consonants, and there's a handy section on this sheet for that. You need to ignore any doubles, so just singular consonants is what I'm writing out here. Then above is a grid with the letters of the alphabet, and they correspond to different numbers from 1 to 9. So it's all the alphabet letters that correspond to a different number, and I'm just writing out the numbers there, 1 to 9. And again, any repeats of the numbers you completely ignore. This is important because this is going to correspond with the boxes that you're aiming for when you're drawing out your sigil. Then we move down to the grid at the bottom with the numbers in, and here you're just kind of dotting through the boxes that are numbered and trying to make a sigil that looks and feels right for the intention. And it did take me a couple of attempts on this, which is perfectly fine. You can rub out, you can start again, you can do whatever you need to do to make sure that that sigil feels right. And I did have to do it like 2 or 3 times, but in the end I was really pleased with the shape that came together with these numbers. It makes kind of a natural heart shape at the top, and I thought that was really good because we need to love ourselves and love our community much more than society wants us to. So I thought it came together really well. Here I'm just perfecting the sigil and how I want it to look. This is where you can play around and really get creative with those shapes. And I just thought it came together really nicely. I was really pleased with it. So here in the box I'm just drawing out my final sigil, and let me know what you think. Do you think this fits our community well? I really like it. Let me know. And then it's time to activate the sigil. There are many ways of doing this. I tend to do it with my hands, and I just visualize my energy going into the sigil and activating it. And now we're over at the art desk, and I have a copy of the Disability Pride flag. My idea was to do watercolours because the Disability Pride flag is very muted in colours. And we're starting off with yellow. And yellow is for neurodivergence, and I fit into this category. Yellow in magical terms corresponds with abundance and joy. Here I'm painting the blue stripe, and this represents emotional and psychiatric disabilities. In magic, blue corresponds with calm, peace and protection, and I love that. I love that it represents those things. I think it's so important to have that for each other in this community. Here I am filling in the green stripe, which represents those of us with sensory disabilities such as deafness or blindness. In magic, green represents the earth and growth. It also represents money and abundance. Here I am painting the red stripe, which represents those of us with physical disabilities, and red in magic corresponds with sex and passion and love magic. Here I am just filling in the background in a charcoal grey, and this commemorates and mourns disabled people, those of us who have died due to ableism, violence, negligence, suicide, rebellion, illness and even eugenics. It's all about rage and protest, and that's why disability pride is so important. And while I painted this background, I definitely thought about all the people that we have lost, especially due to benefits, sanctions and misunderstandings. Disability violence is up. Politicians are talking about wanting to take benefits of us, forcing people back to work, etc. Not all of us can do things that they want us to do, and it is important that we stand up for one another and for those of us who cannot stand up for themselves, so that we don't lose any more people due to suicide or ill treatment from government, from carers. We need to stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves, and that's why I make videos like this. Then I went over all of those pieces again so that it would just look a bit nicer, and remove the masking tape so we had tidy edges. And here I'm drawing the sigil over the top. I need to improve my drawing skills, as we all know, but I am enjoying learning how to do this. And here I am with a gold pen. Initially I thought I would be able to paint the whole sigil in the gold pen, but I realised that it wasn't going to work. It wasn't going very cleanly over the already painted surface, so I decided I would just do the outline in that gold. Then I used gold paint from Hobbycraft. I've used this paint before in projects and it's really pretty. It has like little flecks of gold in it, and I thought it was a real power move to make it in gold. I am a big believer in protest, in activism, and this flag means a lot, so I wanted to really do it justice with this sigil, and doing it in gold really felt beautiful and abundant and like I'm calling in abundance for the whole community, which I absolutely loved. And this sigil and painting is now available over on my Ko-fi and my Patreon shops. Links are down below if you'd like to buy them, or it's free to my Patreons. For this second spell, I'm lighting my Archangel Michael offering candle, and this is because this is a spell to banish feelings that aren't the healthiest, things you want to get out of your life, things that you want to let go of. And this is a spell that I do quite regularly for feelings that aren't the best. So I'm just getting some paper and my fountain pen, and we're going to just write out things that we want to let go of over the month. So while I was writing, I started each sentence with I banish, and banishing is something that always feels magical to me, but also is such a powerful statement. I banish, I'm letting go of this thing. And I was letting go of my own internalized ableist thoughts, but also things that need to be gone from our community, such as thoughts and feelings of society that is not true and not very nice to those of us who are disabled, as well as thoughts and feelings from the government and the effects of the way they run the benefits system. So this was really, really powerful, and it felt really good to do. Then I take the paper and I fold it away from me and turn it to the right, fold it away from me, turn it to the right, and then once again fold it away from me and turn it to the right. And then we will sign our name onto the paper 3 times, each time turning to the right, which is away from you, and this just kind of seals the spell. And then you can either burn safely your paper or throw it in the bin to banish the things you want to let go of. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I loved putting these spells together. They're very basic, they're very simple and easy to do. Even if you haven't got a lot of energy on a certain day, you can definitely do a little bit of art, maybe colour or draw. You can maybe do something that is letting go of all those negative feelings like I showed you in that spell. So I really hope that this gave you some ideas of how to modify or change witchcraft and use it in a way that is really accessible to everybody. Don't forget as well that there are links down below to my Ko-fi store where you can buy this print if you would like to. Also, it is available on Patreon for my Patreons for free, so there are 2 options there for you if you would like a copy of that. Don't forget to stick around for more adventures with me by clicking that subscribe button and hitting that cheeky like button. It lets me know and the YouTuberverse know that you enjoyed it, and it'll get spread out just that little bit more. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here on Fridays, but sometimes on Mondays. It just depends how my health is and what's going on in my life. I love being here with you all and chit-chatting, so I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful, wonderful, magical week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!